Mbappe brace, Bellingham goal, and Alvaro Carreras banger. First goal for Alvaro Carreras at Real Madrid is another match day in La Liga EA Sports. Real Madrid faced Valencia, and guys, just like how we anticipated, the game was so good. I loved it. Xabi Alonso, whatever you're doing at Real Madrid, keep doing it. I love it. Man, we've gone 15 games with just one loss and 14 wins. And I'm so proud to be a Real Madrid fan right now because especially today in Real Madrid's game versus Valencia, you can see how things have changed from how when we started in the season. I mean, the first half, we were able to score 3 goals in the first half. How many times have we been able to score that number of goals in the first half? I mean, we mostly fail to convert our chances in the first half or in the game overall. We end up winning by 1-0 to 0. But today, I saw something different. And in the first half, the penalty that were the first goal, Kylian Mbappe scored. I know Barcelona fans are going to be saying the penalty and all that, but I really don't care about that because there were so many instances that we could have gotten a penalty either on Bellingham or either on Kylian Mbappe. And this penalty issue is not because the referees love to give us penalty or we just situate ourselves in places that we are supposed to get penalty, but this is only a proof that we attack more, we attack very, very often, and because of that our opponents have no option than to tackle us, than to make that aggression on us. And that is why in almost every single game or almost every single instance there is supposed to be a penalty for Real Madrid or there are penalty checks going on for Real Madrid. It's not because we are cheating, but it's because of the style of play Xabi Alonso is implementing at Real Madrid. And so with the game overall, it was good, man. It was good. From the beginning of the game, first half, the second half, some key players that stood out for me, for example, was Kylian Mbappe. And Kylian Mbappe has become something like a force, unstoppable. Guy just won La Liga Player of the Month back to back. He just won the European Golden Boot, and today again he got the Man of the Match. And I love Mbappe's form. It just proves to us that the wait was worth it. Those years of chasing Kylian Mbappe was actually worth it, and Florentino Perez knew what he was doing. Now Kylian Mbappe with Ada Güler, that click, it's good. It's so perfect. This is not the first time we are seeing that. We've seen that over and over and over again. Kylian Mbappe and Ada Güler duo, they are very, very, very dangerous. It's like they understand themselves, the positioning, they are just there for each other. And that is what we want. That is what we love. It's good when the players are able to connect, to understand each other. And that's where they convert the chances into the goals. And I love that. Absolutely love that from Kylian Mbappe and Ada Güler. Jude Bellingham, back from injury, still on form. Obviously the best player, the best midfielder in the world. Jude Bellingham, we watched Jude in the Clasico, got that goal, that winning goal. Jude, man, I mean, I'm loving this. I was saying something earlier today that people kept saying Jude Bellingham is a tapping merchant. And I was asking, do you think he always just gets lucky? He's always just lucky to be a tapping merchant? Today in Xabi Alonso's press conference after the match, he was saying that they are going to use Jude Bellingham more to position him in dangerous spaces. It means that even though we have forwards, even though we have Mbappe that is playing as a false nine, as a striker, sometimes Xabi Alonso is going to use Jude purposely for those reasons, to be able to just net those balls that are just bouncing back, sometimes even for a rebound. And I think Jude is doing perfectly fine. I love it. Initially, when Jude was returning from injury, people were asking that, is Ada going to be on bench or is Jude going to be on bench? But now I think we can clearly see the difference between the roles that both of those players play for Real Madrid. Now I think for the starting lineup, it's a bit difficult to predict Xabi Alonso's starting lineup, but this time, when we heard that there are going to be rotations, most of us thought that probably he's going to punish Vinicius Jr. for what happened in the Clasico, but we didn't see that. Camavinga went back to bench and Franco Mastantuono started. For me, I didn't even think Fede Valverde is going to be at the right back, right? I thought probably we are going to give Trent Alexander-Arnold the chance because there was a news that Trent is going to get to play versus Liverpool. So at least we wanted to see him at least feature in this, even as a sub, at least, even if it's not going to start as a sub, especially since we won the game by a large margin. But I didn't see anything of that from French. And so the starting lineup was good. I think we are now getting clearly the kind of system Xabi Alonso wants to use. And so overall, first half possession, we possessed, we took the game as if it was ours. We demonstrated that this was a home game and this game belongs to us. I think Valencia had just one shot in the first half. That should tell you the kind of game that we played in the first half. And as I said, we were able to convert our chances, the most important in the goals game, and I loved it. Now, my favorite goal of all those four goals, well, Alvaro Carreras' goal. Alvaro Carreras. Alvaro Carreras. Let me say it again, Alvaro Carreras. This boy has been good since he arrived at Real Madrid. When Alvaro Carreras was coming to Real Madrid, me personally, I wasn't hyped. There was not enough hype around him like Trent, like Mbappe, like Bellingham, and the likes of others. No. Alvaro Carreras signing, the hype around it was like that normal signing that, like, okay, there is nothing big about it. We just want to see him at Real Madrid if he's going to show up or if it's going to be the usual Mendy and Frank Garcia that we have. But since Alvaro Carreras arrived at Real Madrid, I must say that I'm impressed. The only bad game he has had so far as I'm concerned, is the Madrid derby versus Atletico Madrid. Aside that, this boy has been good. And today he bagged his first goal for Real Madrid in a stylish way, in a beautiful way, and I love that. The only thing about Alvaro Carreras that I was coming is I think he should be a bit aggressive sometimes. Carreras is he's good. He's good. The left back position, he has locked it up, right? And so overall, as I said, the game, I loved it. See, I'm overwhelmed. I do not even know what to say. There's some key things I want to touch on. I hope I don't forget about that. Yes, I think Dinhausen was not bad, but Militao also deserves some rest. We've been using him. And Militao, his performance, I keep saying this always, that it doesn't look like a player that has been on ACL injury. No. But I think he also deserves some rest. Likewise, Kylian Mbappe. When Endrick came in today, Endrick deserved more playing minutes. It is clear to us that Endrick deserved more playing. Today he was doing some magic at the right there. I was like, this is my player. This guy wants to go to the World Cup, and there are rumors that he might be going to Lyon, which we don't know, but I'm sure it's more likely, and it's for his own good, especially since now Xabi Alonso is not really particular about starting him or playing him. And so, yes, but I think Endrick deserves some more minutes, and Kylian Mbappe also deserves some rest. He's worked like a bulldozer. And I was very happy to see those subs, Kylian Mbappe living, Vinicius living, and bringing everyone inside to just play. I know he is resting the players for the game that we have next week, that is versus Liverpool. Liverpool hasn't really been in good form. It's been a roller coaster for Arne Slot, but I think today he won his game with Gravenberch getting some goal and all that. But his performances have been bad. I think in the past 8 games he's won 2. That is horrible. But we are going to Anfield, and we can't underestimate them, but I know for sure we're going to win it. So he just took those players out to rest them. Now with Vinicius Jr., the performance wasn't too bad. But I just don't like the fact that we want to use bromance when it comes to penalties. I don't care who is going to take the penalty, right? What matters is we score, and what matters is we win. Imagine we are playing a Champions League finals, and maybe Mbappe is supposed to take a penalty, and you say because you're trying to make everyone feel inclusive. I don't even understand where we get the idea from. What is most important is we score. That is the most important thing, because this Vinicius penalty thing is not working. It's not working, and especially for a time like this where Vinicius is having problems with Xabi Alonso and all that. Do not put him on that spot for criticism. Don't put him in that position where it's going to give Xabi Alonso more reasons to bench him if he really has something against Vinicius. I don't like that. Kylian Mbappe should have just taken the penalty, or someone else. Maybe Vinicius would have scored, but I don't think it's the ideal thing to do. If we have the best penalty taker on the pitch, let him take it. Even if we get 4 penalties in the same game, let him take it. Stop doing those romance stuff. You want him? No. It's more embarrassing when he misses, right? And so basically, well, Vinicius was good. I'm looking forward to see a lot more of this. Most importantly, we have to learn how to convert our chances. It's so dear to my heart. That is one thing I want to see from Real Madrid. And today, we possessed, we scored, chances. What? It was good overall. It was good, and I love to see more of this. Whatever Xabi Alonso is doing at Real Madrid, I love that, and I hope he continues. At this point, I think we still have some big games that are going to be real testers for Xabi Alonso. Barcelona passed, Atletico Madrid failed. We have Liverpool up next. And so I'm looking forward to Liverpool. But so far, so good. I think I trust Xabi Alonso to do the work. So far, he has impressed me. And what was that? Was that on my eye? So far, he has impressed me. And I think it's a good start. Yes, it's a good start. And Treble season is here. Vamos, Hala Madrid. We are already 7 points clear at the top. Villarreal is currently second on the league table. Hopefully, tomorrow, Barcelona drops points. And we run away with the league. And so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, I'll be back with a preview of Real Madrid's game versus Liverpool on how we are going to attempt the game and how we can win. And so, stay tuned. And it's your host, Miss Adele. Don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe again. Wow, Hala Madrid.